lastly, our good friend Reva would soon be buffeted by the fates. For it's true, you can choose your friends, but not your elevator mates.
Is there someone else in here?
The elevator is not going to move until the power comes back on.
Really? You know that for a fact?
It's an educated guess. I've been stuck on this elevator before. At least we're only on the second floor, so if we fall, it won't be too far.
What a very comforting thought, Reva. Thank you for sharing it with us.
So, you two an item now?
What? God, no. I detest him almost as much as I detest you.
Yes, well, the feeling's mutual all the way around. Olivia and I got on the elevator separately and had managed to make our way almost all the way to the top without uttering a word and would have gone our separate ways and the doors opened
And
up.
then you charged in like a battering ram.
And made it impossible for us to leave.
Well, at least the muzak has stopped.
Well, this is ridiculous. Someone has to come rescue us. Isn't an alarm supposed to sound or something?
Not if the power's off.
Oh, bloody hell. Work, damn it! Work!
Oh, thank you, Edmund. That's a big improvement.
Oh, shut up! Oh.
Miracle.
Okay, you know something? We all loathe each other. That's a given, but it looks like we may have to be here for a while, whether we like it or not. So, what do you say we make the most of it?
Oh, yes, that's a very good idea. Let's toast marshmallows and sing campfire songs.
I wasn't thinking about singing. I was thinking that maybe we could tell each other some stories, you know, just to pass the time.
Oh, golly. I'll pass, period.
Edmund, maybe it would be best if I just take care of this. I have a story. I do have a story. It's a story that was told to me by this really incredible man by the name of Harlan B. Lewis. Takes place on a battlefield in Europe. Christmas Eve, 1917. There'd been fierce fighting all day long between the Allies and the Central Powers, and their front lines were getting closer and closer, barely a half an acre apart at this point. But as night drew closer, the shooting subsided. And all the soldiers got into their trenches. They were clutching their rifles. And they were lonely and tired. And they were freezing cold. And as midnight drew near, their thoughts turned homeward. They started thinking about all the celebrations that they'd be missing and the loved ones that they may never see again. And a hush fell over the forest. And at the stroke of midnight, there was absolute silence. And suddenly, out of nowhere, the faint, sweet sound of music filled the air. Someone started playing Silent Night on a harmonica. And a German soldier who was so deeply moved by it stood up. He got right up out of his trench, and he stood up, unarmed, in front of everyone, and started singing in German, Silent Night, Holy Night. Then an American boy started, and then another German, then an Italian, Englishmen. Pretty soon, all the soldiers from every country were singing Silent Night in their own native language. Tears were streaming down their cheeks, and they were singing of joy and beauty, defying hatred and war. And for one brief, perfect moment, there truly was peace on earth.
So what happened?
They all got back in their trenches, and the fighting resumed. So what was the point?
I guess that a few seconds of peace and joy are better than none. You know, when the three of us get out of here, this elevator starts moving again and we walk out of here, our battle's going to start all over again, too. And I don't exactly feel like singing. But I have got boxes full of food. I did it. Anybody up for Christmas Eve dinner?
I've got champagne.
I might have 3 glasses, I'll pour.
And so on that stormy night, the blizzard and blackout produced a threesome formerly divided, now enjoying a Christmas truce. Generosity, and for just a little while, they forgot their animosity.
Dinner was fabulous.
As was the champagne.
I have dessert. It's one of those chocolate swirly Christmas loggy things.
Bouche de Noël.
Have you noticed how he always does that?
Correct people
Yes,
all the time.
he does that.
It's one of the drawbacks of having a superior intellect.
Yeah, first-class education and a life of privilege certainly doesn't hurt.
Well, that being the case, I'll take a substantial slice of the bouche. Thank you.
How about you, Olivia? You want a hunk of log?
Sure. What's more calories?
I guess the blackout's over. Along with the ceasefire.
Merry Christmas.
Were you locked in the elevator that whole time? With them? That's bad luck. Come here.
It wasn't that bad.
Have you done your homework? Have you been nicely done?